This week after a film session, the Houston players got together and decided on who they want to be and how they want to play from here on out. They said they came to Houston to play a certain style and brand of basketball. So today against Southeastern Louisiana and for the rest of the season, they will be going back to picking up full court. Now the biggest challenge with that is they only have 7 players available. So you have to stay out of foul trouble. And also, how long will they be able to keep up the full court press? Can they go the entire 40 minutes? Now, Coach Huey told us that he was happy with how his team took ownership of how they want to play. So we'll see them take off the mask that they have been using to try to shield the injuries and suit up and play UH basketball, Matt.
And now for the first time today, we'll hear from the 4th member of our team, our reporter, Brooke Kirchhofer. Brooke, how's it going?
It's going great, guys. So happy to be joining you here for the broadcast and looking forward to bringing the players' perspective to you all from the players' desk. You guys are also in the game, too. Have you had a chance to play the new NCAA College Football 25, and what did you think?
Most definitely. It's just a real moment. You know, just growing up, you play with other people, and people are able to play with you now.
Are you happy with the ratings? Oh, you see the face? We need a close-up on that. At this point in the season, head coach David Rare is looking for his team to keep applying the pressure. And 1, don't terminate the play too fast. And 2, serve with intent to disrupt. Now, how they practice those serves in practice this week is they brought out these giant wooden box platforms to use as targets. And if you hit that box just right, it makes a boom sound. So we'll see if that pays off today against BYU. As we know, Houston is looking to generate more service aces.
Matt Peterson with the former Lamar midfielder Brooke Kirchhofer. Well, a time to rebound after a tough night on Sunday.
Absolutely. Houston wanted to get out to a fast start. They've kind of missed the mark. They have an opportunity to get back in the win column against an SFA team that is still looking to find their identity with their new head coach.
And Ariana Jemison, who will make her debut tonight.
I don't want to understate how big it is to get Ariana Jemison back for the Houston Cougars, especially last week after she was missed on the set pieces and corner kicks. They had 11 corner kicks and no goals from those corner kicks. She has been working on those set pieces all week in practice. Now, she's not fully fit. She's fit enough to get some minutes, so we'll be paying attention to her and seeing how much time she'll actually get out there. 12 3-pointers made in that game against Vermont, and it was kind of a highs and lows in Cancun. They had their worst shooting performance in their first game and then came out and had their best shooting performance the very next day.
Rebound brought down by Rice and Haley Adams.
Good defense there from Rice. We got to see it a little bit early now that Utah Tech is going to play 5 out when they're on the offensive end, which means Rice is either going to have to go small or ask their big to defend out to the 3-point line. And we saw there that Susie and Golovac had no issue defending out the 3-point line. I was just out on the field from Alabama A&M. They said just be themselves. Don't go outside of who you are. Do what you've done well all year, which is possess and attack your opportunities. Now, all of their games that they've lost have only been by 1 goal. But on the flip side, Jackson State, not happy with the mistakes that they have made this season, want to clean up on those. And Coach also told us from Jackson State, it's hot tonight, so we need to score fast.
We are less than a month away from the start of the college basketball season, and the American is looking to make some noise this year. 26 teams will be featured. 5 new head coaches look to make their stamp, as well as new talent entering the conference via the transfer portal. We're here to break it all down in sunny Irving, Texas, at the Westin Irving Convention Center Hotel. Joined now by the Coastal Carolina Hall of Famer Brooke Whitesbrode, as well as the former Central Florida point guard Mike O'Donnell. I'm Brooke Kirchhofer, and welcome to the American Basketball Media Day.
Getting to your best self also is putting together a tough schedule, and boy did you. Tennessee and Louisville back-to-back at home in December. What went into building that schedule?
Those coaches being willing to come to Memphis.
Jalencia Pierre might be small, but she is mighty, and she is deceptively quick. Her head coach told us, I don't know anybody that I've met or even played against our coach that is able to keep her in front of them. I love how she described how she is on the defensive end. She said she's like a gnat that doesn't go away. She's fun to watch, a dynamic point guard whose IQ has grown tremendously since being at Southeastern Louisiana.
Let's go back to the floor with Brooke Kirchhofer.
During the last time out, Houston's Leilani Ogman went off to the side with the trainer, took her shoe off on her left foot, and had her ankle retaped. As we know, injuries have been an issue for Houston. A lot of players dealing with nagging injuries right now. That's one for Ogman, but she is not out. She just had the ankle retaped and will be back on the floor soon. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
He's going to bring in Kiara Merchant now, our player of the game. Kiara, we know that Coach has been harping on you to have a big game and has been wanting you to emerge as he did see you in that very first game of the season. What changed for you tonight?
Just talking to my teammates and them telling me to just keep my confidence and keep playing my game.
When you know you only have 7 players available and then you see Layla Blair and Aaliyah Love foul out, what was going through your mind on how you had to finish this one out?
That I had to step up.
Both Houston and North Texas like to give their star players their flowers. For Houston, they have 4 of these belts that Coach Huey started handing out during the regular season last year. Now I'm holding the I'm Her belt. There's also the Queen of Dimes, Queen of Steals, and Queen of Boards. And whoever earns this belt gets to keep it until the next game. Now, for North Texas, they hand out these 2 chains. They give the top dog chain to the player of the game after wins. And then the dog mentality chain goes to the player who shows the most toughness and grit. We'll see who earns these in today's game. Joined now by head coach Jason Burton as he celebrates the win, rightfully so. Coach, what did you guys do well in the second half?
Play defense.
You talked about the chains at the beginning of the game, the top dog and the dog mentality. Who's getting those awards?
It's probably got to be this one right here and then Mish.
Injuries have been an issue for Houston all season, and tonight they get back one of their stars on the offensive side as Lily Barron, the freshman outside hitter, is back from injury. Elise, congratulations on the win. How big is it to win on the road in such a tough conference?
Yeah, I think we know that the Big 12 conference is really tough.
Houston starts the season without 3 of their top players. One in point guard, Layla Blair, who is in concussion protocol. She fell recently and suffered a concussion, and she's actually not even able to be here for the season opener because of the noise here in the arena. Coach, what a way to start the season. You only won 6 games last year. To start the season off with a win over a Big 12 opponent on the road, what does it mean?
That means our kids believe.
And on the right side, Susie Ngulafak has been dominant in the pivot when they've really needed her.
And they need her to be, especially with Malia Fisher still out. She will likely be back soon. But Susie Ngulafak, she's such a powerhouse down underneath the basket. She gets in, she buries you, and she powers up. She's someone that didn't even start this time last year, which is a little bit hard to believe. She really came along at the end of the season last year in the conference tournament.
Speaking of culture, I want you to show the camera the tattoo you have on your arm. If you can raise it up, what does it say and what does it mean?
So it says cool head, hot heart. It's in my grandpa's handwriting. Buddy Comer, shout out if he's watching at home. It's something I try to live by, and that's a text he would send me before every game growing up.
Part of that potential success could be fulfilled with new offensive coordinator who you guys were just talking about, John David Baker.
Yeah.
He's coming in from Oxford, Mississippi, a high-powered offense at Ole Miss. He is your new OC.
He is.
What kind of offense does he want to run at ECU this year?
Up-tempo.
The transfer portal is such a large part of college basketball these days. When you want to continue your winning ways, what's the challenge in keeping players in-house when you are successful? You have these bigger programs looking down, trying to pull some of your players out.
Yeah, that's kind of the nature of college athletics right now.
All 26 teams have joined us here on stage and have given us their season preview here at the American Basketball Media Day. Joined now back with Brooke and Mike on the set. Guys, what did you learn about today?
Oh, I have to tell you, the level of competition in this league has risen every single year.